Well, so what
Not
did we see
bad.
today? Some rain, right?
Had a little bit of rain for us, especially parts of Shelby County, but not right at the airport, which is where we have the sensor. So technically 0 inches of rain, but we did see some here up near Bartlett in northeast Memphis, where our studios are located. Corinth had just shy of a ½ inch of rain, and we saw some rain with some heavy severe thunderstorms just outside of our viewing area. Technically, we did have one severe thunderstorm warning here in parts of McNairy County, but that severe thunderstorm watch that was in place has been allowed to expire over the last couple of hours here. We've got a cold front. We've been talking about it all week. It's right across our area. It's already dropped into northern Mississippi. We've got those winds now coming out of the north, and that is going to bring in much cooler air very soon. Now, there's something else just very interesting we could see on radar. Right as the sun set, you see this massive plume of yellow and orange showing up on radar. It's not rain. Those are birds migrating south for the winter. You can also see some here out across parts of Fayette County over the Somerville area. It's unlikely you'll actually see them, but you might actually hear them. Now, some things to keep in mind for these nocturnal migratory birds. They need darkness to be able to navigate to get south. So make sure you turn off any extra outdoor lights. If you've got patio lights you keep on overnight, maybe turning them off over the next few nights, maybe even the next couple of weeks here, and make sure you bring in those outdoor cats inside so that those birds can migrate safely over the next couple of nights. Right now we're at 76 degrees. We're going to keep on dropping those temperatures all the way down to 63 for our low, and we don't recover very much tonight. Only 75 for our high tomorrow afternoon. After those showers clear out, we'll get a little more sunshine. We're going to start to warm back up though. I'll have a look at that forecast still ahead. We had some showers and thunderstorms around the Mid-South this afternoon. They cleared out pretty quickly, not very consequential. They were a little more strong back to our east outside the viewing area, but that cold front has come through. Temperatures are already in the 70s out there. We still have some 80s lingering where the front has just arrived. 81 in Holly Springs and Oxford, but it's already 70 in Covington and 70 in Dyersburg. You can tell by the winds we have changed now out of the northeast across some of the area, but overall a big switch from where it was earlier today when we had that southerly wind bringing in the warmer temperatures for us and the higher humidity. We have right now 75 degrees for the dew point out in Corinth. Meanwhile, here in Memphis, we've dropped below 60. It's already down to 50 up towards Truman, Arkansas. The next couple of days, the dew points are going to be back down into the 40s a little bit there by Monday. So it is going to feel much more comfortable, very crisp out there. It's good for us who, just enjoy the lack of humidity, but this can cause some issues, especially with the drought. It evaporates more moisture out of the ground. So farmers might still be having a little bit of issue with that as well. But we're also looking at Tuesday, humidity ramps right back up. We've got sort of a warm front that comes in from the southeast, an uncommon direction. Usually they come out of the southwest, but it's going to bring our dew points back up into the 60s and it'll feel more humid by the middle of next week. We've had some clouds around the area for most of the day. The thing is, if you saw sunset or just before sunset, there were a few breaks in those clouds and the sun was beet red. In these clouds are also some particulates of wildfire smoke from the west coast. So it's not all great weather coming through the area. Most of us are going to be fine because this really isn't mixing down to the surface very much, but some particularly sensitive groups may have noticed a bit of that smoky air today. Looking a little bit closer in, of course, we were talking earlier about some of those birds migrating here across especially Crittenden County, but Fayette County, you can see it as well. We've got a few pockets of light sprinkles moving into the area, but things are going to be relatively quiet on the severe weather front, at least for tonight. We did have this afternoon from Hardeman to Tippah County east and then into Middle Tennessee there. We did have that severe thunderstorm watch, but that was allowed to expire early. That's some good news for us. Let's take a look through the forecast though. We'll stay cloudy for overnight. And as we get past the wee hours of the morning, probably closer to daybreak, we'll start to see some showers coming into the area. So this is still pre-dawn. Then we'll see the sunrise right around 6:30, and we still have lingering around the area some light showers. It's going to be that drizzly, kind of nasty rain. It's not going to be very warm either, so it's going to be a little chilly through the middle part of the day tomorrow. Then that eventually clears out by around 5 o'clock. We'll get a little bit of sunshine. That'll help our temperatures warm up quickly. but not very quickly. It's only going to be just that little bit of heating. So Saturday afternoon really starts to clear up, and then we're dry all the way through next week. Overnight, we're dropping back into the low 60s across the area, and through the day tomorrow, like I said, temperatures only warm up as we get that sunshine in the afternoon, and it's only going to be getting up to around 75 for our high tomorrow, a very cool high temperature. But we do warm up very quickly after that. We're going to be back into the sunny weather there Sunday and Monday, back near average Tuesday, and above average Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Stick around, we've still got to look at those Friday night football highlights coming up later in the show.